Yo, 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 what it do, everybody? Deeper Depths back with the deeper level. Playing Wayfinder tonight again. Because I am so enjoying this game. Hey, what up, Rage? Man, thank you so much, bro. Honestly, I didn't even realize it until you said it. It's already been a year. Hey, shout out to Bats over on YouTube. Appreciate the subscribe. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody who's just been, rocking with the channel and, showing love and support to what we're doing here on the channel. I got another video that I'm gonna put together tonight and drop it as well, because y'all know we're getting some more content for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League tomorrow, episode 2, and it's gonna cover the support team and stuff like that. Plus they're also going to show some more gameplay, so definitely looking forward to that. Man, bruh, did I? And people ain't been letting them make it either, man. I know I hadn't. Cartel Dale, which is one of the devs for Suicide Squad, man, he blasted them, bro. And everything that he said, I shared it. I retweeted it all, man. But Kotaku did the same thing. So, it's other reputable companies that, shared the leak or shared the theft, the data breach, and tried to monetize and profit off of it, man. So, I don't know, man, but for years, bro, like, I hadn't just been feeling IGN, number one, because their reviews are so inconsistent. So they don't even really have any credibility with me, bro. Like, none whatsoever. But I know one thing. They either gonna have to issue a public apology, because like Dale was saying, he was like, man, I pray that y'all don't get no more early review copies or anything. Like, a lot of people are just over IGN. Hey, Son OG, man, what up, bro? Shout out to Son OG in the building. It's been an interesting day in the community, an interesting last 48 hours in the community, to say the least. I can't wait to get my other 2 memory sticks back, because the motherboard on my PC, it's built to run 4, but one of them had a problem, and you can't just, the company didn't want to replace just one, so they told me to send 2. So I'm running my PC off of 2 memory sticks, but still 32 gigs of RAM, but PC is set up to run 64 gigs. So waiting on the company to send me 2 more sticks. May get it before Christmas, but more than likely it'll probably be after Christmas. Man, appreciate that, son. Like, for real, bro. It's humbling, man. Like, for real, I don't take that for granted, bro. Exactly. Like they don't need to review nothing. And I do mean nothing, man. And normally IGN gets invited into places uh to review a game and cover it for a whole month. They do mini games like that. But yeah, man, a lot of these people is just gonna be done with them, because Don't think that Rocksteady ain't got that kind of influence in the industry to basically make it public that, or they ain't even got to make it public, but just call some friends in the industry and say, look, we done cut IGN off because of how they did us, or not Rocksteady, but Insomniac. Um, they got influence with all kinds of people. So IGN definitely ain't playing their cards right, man. They probably done screwed theyself. Hey, Novel, what up, bro? Especially Kotaku as well, and it was one more company that tried to profit off of the issue and situation. So fighting them enemies ain't even worth my time. Yeah, but what's good, Nava? Man, I checked out your Batman stream the other day, man, showcasing the new skin that they put in the game. It's dope, man. Cause I saw it, just from a still picture, but I got a chance to see your gameplay, man. So that's dope, bro. The fact that the game is 7, 8 years old, one of the two, 7 or 8 years old, and they still put content in for it, man. That's saying a lot. Again, this is Rocksteady we're talking about, you know. Okay, here we go. So everybody ready for Christmas or what? Y'all got your shopping out the way? Okay, bet. Yeah, cause see, I was at work, Nava, and the funny thing is, bro, I actually was in a meeting while I was looking at it, so I didn't have the sound up. So okay, I see what you're saying. I just saw like the visual, the motion or whatever. Hey, digital in the building, man. What's up, bro? Hey, you see that information drop today, man? I put it in one of the community posts on my YouTube channel that we're getting episode 2 tomorrow of Suicide Squad. They had already committed the company to doing episodes once a month. So we'll get 3 episodes in total because there'll be one for January. And these episodes are about 20 minutes in length. So look out for that. So we're definitely going to be covering whatever information comes of tomorrow. We got a special podcast coming up this Sunday called The State of Suicide Squad. So we're just going to kind of be covering what's happened this week, covering some conversations about the game, and again, don't get me wrong, this is people who are in full support. It's going to be a roundtable discussion that are in full support of the game. But, each one of us have a different point of view as to why we rock with it. So it's going to be very unique to see what all is spoken on regarding it. Hmm. So you can actually buy stones with this stuff too. Fourth even tide gift box. I think that's what I need right there. Oh wait, no, traditional contraband. See if that's a thing. Uh, episode 2 tomorrow. Excited. Yes, sir. 3 episodes, man. Um, yeah, come on, digital. Yeah, really don't know the IGN situation. So, okay, yeah. So I missed your first comment, son. So here it is, bro. This what's going on. Yeah. So IGN tried to profit off of it. If you look at the heading and the title on what they shared, they literally shared the information that was in the data breach for Insomniac regarding the Wolverine game. Because I'm pretty sure you've seen what's going on with like the Wolverine leaks. Well, when IGN covered it, they basically, stated exactly what all was in the leaks. So they tried to profit off of those people's data being breached, saying the lineup and the timeline of when all of these games were going to be coming out. They even went as far as going down to 2032, which I told people just in theory that Insomniac was going to get the license to do some of these games, but that was something that wasn't going to even be a conversation until years down the road. But yeah, IGN shared all that information. Now it's one thing to make a headlining story. Hey, what up, N3000? Shout out to my guy. It's one thing to make a headlining story saying um, data breached, Insomniac Games information was leaked, okay, and leave it at that. But to make your headline of what each leak was about, yeah, you straight tried to profit off them, man, and and like I said, the devs went in, and not Insomniac devs, but devs from other development teams. They went in on IGN, and I've been saying for years that IGN just been on the wrong foot because, like, I don't even consider them a credible. Yes, they got a large following, but what I'm saying is the people that they have reviewing games, oh, it's super gross, bro. The way that they did it, it was tasteless. And let me tell you, it set the internet on fire today. I mean, because they're a huge platform, they're a large platform. I definitely ain't doubting their following. But what I'm saying is the reason why I don't consider them credible is because the reviewers that they have reviewing games is off. Like I understand games are not supposed to get a perfect 10. Yeah. If you see every game getting a perfect 10, yes, there's a problem. But when you're giving AAA title games fours and fives, and then you go over and give, you know, a freaking VR game a 10, it's just, come on, man. So for quite some time, IGN has always done that. So that's why if I'm gonna buy a game, I'm gonna buy it because I want to see for myself. I'm never gonna go off of an IGN review. Now, GameSpot, that's a different story. Because to me, that's a credible platform. But yeah, they was already losing credibility, bro. Yeah, IGN, man, was already losing credibility. But what they did today put the dagger in them, bro, because man, those other development studios were livid. Thoughts on vehicle aspect of Suicide Squad and the toy maker and what he will do. Uh, you know what? I think that it's necessary because here's the way we got to look at that. The reason why the vehicles will be necessary, um, and again, none of this is a leak because they've already said that they wanted to do um, vehicles, at one time for traversal. Because here's the thing: Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. The world, the open world, is twice the size of the Batman Arkham games. All right. So now let's just put that in perspective. Facts, N3000, facts, bro. Exactly, Nava. GameSpot and Games Radar has been on it. Like I literally listen and follow them, and I take their recommendations to heart. But IGN, as a matter of fact, when they let IGN play the Spider-Man character in Marvel's Avengers, like the dude who was doing the gameplay didn't even know how to play the game. Like if you're gonna demo any game, you need to have somebody that at least know how to play the game. I mean, you could clearly tell it was a rookie that was playing it just by his movements. So, like I say, they don't even know how to play games at IGN, let alone review them. Okay, but anyway, back to the your original question. So, and we just hanging out tonight. I don't care if I really play or not. I mean, I got the game in the background, but we just hanging out tonight. So also don't forget this Sunday we're doing the State of Suicide Squad podcast. That's something new that I'm starting under the Deeper Level brand or whatever. So fellow content creators are going to join me this Sunday, and we're going to have a roundtable discussion about this very stuff that we're talking about now, because a lot of stuff happened in the gaming community over the last 48 hours that literally just set the internet on fire. So a lot of it I've covered in videos, in which I'm gonna do some more videos tonight on my YouTube. So if you're not following my YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you know when I'm live. But so you have to have vehicles. It makes sense digital to have vehicles, because in the Arkham game, all right, Batman had his Batmobile, okay, because the open world was big enough to support a vehicle. All right. So if Suicide Squad is twice um, the size of, you know, Gotham, all right, then you need vehicles to support that type of depth and breadth. So yeah, that needs to happen. Hey, I got you, man. I got you, bro. I hear you, digital. See, my thing, my time is limited, so I definitely love chatting with the community, but I also like gaming too. So I have to try to maximize my time and do the most, so that not only am I entertaining the community, but I'm also getting what I need out of a play session as well. Because gaming is therapeutic for me. So, but I feel you though. You don't really know the game. I get it. I get it. And don't get me wrong. I'll definitely stream other games on this channel app. If I has as I have done in times past. Whenever they hit. So like Final Fantasy 16. But anyway, we stream that. Spider-Man 2, we stream that. So, um, but Suicide Squad will be covering that and doing a lot of streaming of it. Let's see. What other channel do I check for reviews that aren't video games? Man, honestly, that's about it. Games Radar, GameSpot. Uh, really, that's about it. They need to put us on IGN. Man, bro. I mean, like, facts. Gamers, actual gamers, need to be doing the reviews. I mean, who else has the credibility to do a review on a game except for a gamer? I mean, for the people at IGN, like, it's literally a gig. It's literally a job. And it was like that when I worked at Babbage's in high school. Actually, it was senior year. I was getting ready to graduate. And, well, a lot of y'all may not know the term Babbage's, but Babbage's was GameStop back in the day. GameStop actually bought Babbage's out. So when I worked at Babbage's, which is now GameStop, For most people, it was literally just a job. I've always felt that a place like, Babbage's, GameStop, whatever, you need to have gamers who actually work there. I mean, we literally, I was a third key holder, so I was in like pre-management. And again, this is my senior year in high school. But because of my product knowledge, because I actually played games, people could come into the store and ask me an honest opinion, because I had parents a lot of times who would say, "Hey, I got a child is X amount of years old. What would be good for him? That he could comprehend, that would be on his level. What can I get him?" And based on whatever the age group was, I could give a recommendation. Same thing, if people wanted to know the scope about a game and have an honest opinion, I could give them a recommendation. But the people who they brought in and put in management, who were quote unquote over me, and I've never had a problem with leadership. Like, I respect leadership to the highest. But on my days off, chat, like, they would be calling me, "Well, hey, what is this game, or what does this mean?" A customer asked this question, and I'm thinking to myself, hold up, you the one getting paid the big bucks. Why are you calling me on my off day? Oh yeah, that's because it's just a job to you. You're not a gamer, all right? So finally, when GameStop bought out Babbage's, GameStop had the culture. It was their company values to actually have gamers um, as the employees. So it goes back to what you originally said in 3000, that they should let us, and us meaning gamers, be the ones to do reviews. I mean, you literally got people in these jobs making bukus of money who don't know A from B when it comes to gaming. Same matter of fact, I can break it down on another level. It's the same thing with movies. You got these suits and executives in these companies who don't read comic books, they don't know the storyline, and yet these are the people that's making decisions, that's making hundreds of millions of dollars decisions on which direction the company should go. That just don't make sense to me. Yeah, a Renaissance facts, man. Hey, the Insomniac leaks over the last 24 hours has been crazy. Now, when they said it was a data breach about a week ago, and that group had threatened to either get paid or that they was gonna leak such and such a thing, I mean, we know that data breaches are possible, so you have to take people at their word that they're not bluffing. But still, I didn't know that they had all this. I mean, real talk. Yeah, and if it's trash, it's trash. But IGN is saying everything is trash. How can that be? That just cannot be. That is impossible. These games are literally bestsellers, selling more copies than they've ever sold, but it's trash. Like, the numbers don't lie. It just can't be. People keep coming back to these games for a reason. Now, does the perfect game exist? No. We would be lying if we said that, the perfect game exists. There's always going to be something about some game to where it's pros and cons. Matter of fact, that's with anything in life. Relationships, jobs. And don't get me wrong, I like my job. I'm willing to go as far as to say I love my job. But there are some cons to it. But the pros outweigh the cons. But IGN slams every game. Or let me say every AAA title game. right, chat. Give me just a second. Let me run downstairs and grab my food. I'll be right back. Yes, every time, Rage. And matter of fact, I'm gonna touch that as soon as I come back, chat. Hang on one second. Be right back. All right, chat. I'm back. All right, so check this out. My camera. I'm gonna cut it off right quick because I don't want to be stuffing my face while I'm on here chatting. But I'm still gonna be here, so give me just a second. I'm gonna scarf this food down, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Oh yeah, for sure, N3000, yeah. Hey, what up, Pallet? Do she? So you saying Denise worked for Xbox, bro? Cause I know she ain't no gamer. Never have been. Hey, shout out to Pallet Therapy. What is up, young lady? I don't run. Hey, facts, Nava. 8 out of 10. That's really like a 10-10. If IGN gives something an 8, that's a 10, bro. Like for real. Because they slam everything. Hey, you ain't never heard that term, digital scarf? See, we old school. That basically means to eat fast when you scarf something down. Yeah, we from the country down here, man. See, that's what I'm saying. N3000. And don't get me wrong, I ain't hating on her one bit. Cause that's our classmate. She was always cool. Her and Tarika. But Tarika has always been artistic, and she collects Funko Pops. In fact, Tarika sent me 4 different Funko Pops for my birthday about 4 years ago. And 2 of them are worth like some serious money now. I got the Rocky Balboa one. She got me that one. But yeah, I know Denise ain't no gamer. But that's what I'm saying. A random person can go apply for a job at a dream job place and get hired instantly. And be honest, watch this, and be honest about their background. And this what that look like. Get that phone call. Yes, can I speak to so and so? Yeah, this is so and so. Hey, we're doing a preliminary call over the phone, and we wanted to ask you some specific questions before we set up a second interview um, to work for our company. Quick question for you, ma'am or sir. Are you a gamer? No. Um, have you ever been a gamer? No. Do you have product knowledge on video games or gaming systems? No. Yeah, I think we want you for a second interview. Come on in. Boom, come in for the second interview. You're hired. I mean, say you hating, you want that job. I feel you, bro. Sorry it is though, man. Man, chat, McDonald's fries is so fire. Hey, Pallet, you hear me? Like they literally, matter of fact, who y'all think got the best fries, chat? I mean, I'm going with McDonald's. Now, at first, I was led to believe that uh Burger King could compete like way back in the day. Cause see, a lot of folks don't know that the taste doesn't change. See, like if you new school, if you age 25 and younger, you don't remember that Burger King switched their fry recipe. Like their fries in the 80s and the early 90s tasted different than their fries do now. And matter of fact, Wendy's changed their fry recipe too. Now, I'll say that the fries that Wendy's got now is actually better than their old recipe. But Burger King fries used to actually taste a lot better in the late 80s, early 90s. But anyway, that's another conversation for a different day. Right now, BK fries taste dry. That's exactly it, bro. Like real talk. Hey, son. Hey, I had to say it with my chest, bro. Um, so yeah, so I'm going with McDonald's. Okay, you saying smash burger? Rage. I don't even know if I done had smash burger, bro. Now you got me want to try it. AN 3000, you talking about their crinkle fries or their curly fries? Because Arby's got two type, and Arby's is fire. A lot of times I go there on my lunch break. Hey, for real, digital, you got to be careful, man, because it's some toxic stuff on FX. Okay, yeah, I know for a fact Rage ain't tried Smash Burger because I would have been on them garlic tater tots, bro. Hey, bet that's what's up, Nava. Matter of fact, shout out to Puerto Rico, man. Puerto Rico in the building. I'm pretty sure that they would, because I'm sure the recipe is different in Puerto Rico, Nava. I'd be curious to try a lot of the restaurants that, especially fast food restaurants that's in America, in other countries. I really would like to try that, bro, because I would like to see what the difference is. Yeah, N3000. Arby's curly fries is gas. Matter of fact, now their crinkle fries is trash to me, but whenever they ask like what kind of fries you want, because now they'll ask you with the meal, they'll be like, you want crinkle or curly fries? Bro, them curly fries, man. Shh. And matter of fact, the Arby's roast beef sandwiches with the Arby's sauce. Come on, man. Yeah, McDonald's fries palette, you can eat them by themselves. Like you can go through the window and say, "Hey, let me just get an order of fries and be straight." All right, chat. Get my camera back fired up. Sheesh. All right. Hey, yeah, that's right. That's right, son. Like it, they got to be fresh, bro. When they do them fresh fries, Oh, okay, yeah. Now, we still got N3000 in this count. We got Rage in this count, and we got Pallet in this count. Now, the reason why I'm calling those three names specifically is because the last time that I was on stream, we said that we was gonna talk about something, and let's talk about it. Kanye Wheezy, Kanye West strikes again, buddy. Hey, Rage, they thought I forgot, bro. I didn't forget. I'm telling you, I didn't forget. Matter of fact, when I was looking at the comments, I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, we got the same crew that was in here last time that I said we was gonna have this discussion. Hey, son, he strikes again, buddy. Now here's the thing. The first off, let's dissect this for a little bit. The dude is a musical genius, okay? So we not disputing that, all right? But he's like a mad scientist, um, in a sense that you know he going through some things. Let's just say it that way. He going through some things, um, and it bleeds out in his everyday interactions with people. So like he has the party, and again, like I say, he's smart because he know we gonna do this exactly what we're doing right now. So he has the listening party. Yeah, that's what it is. The listening party in Miami or wherever it was, and he brings Chris Brown and a lot of the people that's involved with the album, Ty Dolla Sign, and matter of fact, Kodak Black was just on the stage. I don't even think he owned the album. He was just on the stage. Playboy Cardi didn't get to make it before they had to end the show, um, and a few more people. All right, so he comes out exactly in a black Klansman hoodie or a black Klansman hood. Now, on one hand, you could say, okay, well, it was blacks in color, so that was supposed to insinuate something other than the KKK. But I mean, come on, man, we know what that is, man. I mean, and even if you was trying to communicate a different message, like there is another way to do it, especially with what all has gone on just in society and over the last decade of just the whole dynamic between the racial divide. So, I mean, he had his aim, with doing that. Um, Now again, the music brilliant. I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is, if you take the music out of it, um, and well, actually, if we're gonna go back, son, the last millennium, it seems like, um, but I get what you're saying. But I'm just saying the last 10 years with a George Floyd and just all of those different things that's happened, because it ain't nothing new. It's just that social media now has brought a platform to really get world exposure to some of this stuff. So it's nothing new up under the sun, So it's definitely been going on, son. So I feel you on that. Okay, so Kodak had a song, but it got cut. All right. So they all come out there. Okay, boom. Well, then you have this whole in the middle of the performance, you have this whole uh charades, this whole distraction gets started in the corner. I don't even know what that's about because, like, I didn't do a whole lot of research on it after it was over. I just took it for what I saw. And you had this whole thing going on in the corner where dude on stage kept saying, stop, we're going to have to end it. We're going to have to shut it down. Chad, I still don't even know what happened. So after that, Um, he comes back. They played a new body, Nicki Minaj song, which again, fire. The the music is. I mean, he's a genius. You know, musically. So then he was like, "Yeah, Playboy Cardi just got off the plane. We trying to get him out here." So they end the show practically just abruptly. They say, "We got to leave. We got to get out of here." So there's that aspect of it. Okay. Well, then like the next day or night later that night or early in the morning, like it was weird. Palette exactly. It was confusing. It was weird. Trash Boy Cardi. Hey man, I don't. The new song that he got out right now, bro. I don't understand one thing that is said on the song. Like I try to listen to it, so I still don't know what he's saying. And it may be because I'm just old school. I don't know people, but people rap like that now. I mean, because really it sounds the same. Um, so yeah, right. She didn't clear it. So that's what, and that's what I'm getting to. So that I did know. He jumps online the very next day. Okay, because the album was set to release on Friday the 15th. Okay, so he sends a tweet out like Thursday, the day before or something, or either 2 days before. Cause he don't tweet nothing. He don't follow nobody. So he tweets uh his text message to Nicki Minaj, basically saying, "Hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Holla at me. Are we clear to do the song or whatever to release it?" Well, she didn't respond. Okay, so then the album gets delayed. I don't know if it was before the delay or after the delay. He goes on this rant. All right. And I think that was the weirdest part about this whole thing. Okay, he goes on this rant, and the people that's in the room with him now, the folks who it would be safe to say who supports him and rocks with him, he basically disses all of them. Yeah, ain't nobody with me. Y'all against me, or something. He said, ain't nobody with me. Now you got this whole group of folks around you, but you dissed all of them. And then when some girl said, she was like, "You ain't God or something," he said, "Shut up before you get exiled." I mean, yeah, about nobody supporting him. Exactly. So he goes on this rant, and I'm just kind of like, bro, I mean, yeah, don't nobody love me. Don't nobody support me. Y'all ain't with me. It was just the weirdest thing, man. But you can't help but sit back and laugh. So the whole clown statement in 3000, that's really the best way to put it, because it's entertainment at its finest. I couldn't help but laugh when he told old girl, "Shut up before you get exiled," or I mean, and then somebody was in the room that he just put out completely. Um, I don't even know who she was. It was a white chick, but he just put her out completely. So just the whole thing, the album delay, Nicki Minaj not signing off on her thing, um, Kodak Black song getting dropped. I mean, and the song was fire. The one with Nicki. Hey, real talk, palette. Mental health at its finest. But the crazy part about it is, if you ask him, he don't think he have a problem, like at all. Yeah, cause he will get on that too, son. He has gotten on that. So now the album is supposedly coming out when? And see, you deal with this palette, like you are an actual uh licensed psychologist. So like you know the science behind this stuff. Oh, they made that song years ago. Gotcha. So I guess this was just the album he was going to include it on. Well, see, and there's that too. There's that too. I think that's like my biggest deal. Um, is that it's like he almost can't handle the fame because you come out, you make this whole public confession, all right, and you mess yourself up, you fumble your bag with like Adidas and all the, I mean, because at one time he was like a billionaire or either had like this $1 billion deal. Um, and so that's my biggest issue with this whole thing is you come out, you make this public confession, you know, I'm a changed man, da 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 da, woo woo woo, which I'm in support of, as well as a million other people was in support of. Um, and then you go back to the same type of songs that you used to make. I mean, and you have to. This is just my opinion on the thing, okay? And that's why the love of money really is the root of all evil because you know money itself is not evil, but it's the root of all evil if you don't know how to handle it. So, um, exactly, you know what I'm saying, son. You already, me and you have had this conversation, bro. Like we've talked on the phone about this very stuff. Like, um, you make your public confession, you profess Christ, and then here we are. But what it is, you fumbled your bag with Adidas because you went on that whole rant. Um, you lose your status, you lose all your endorsements, and now, because you know, Kanye West has had money troubles before that Jay-Z at one time had to bail him out of. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think that was the narrative at one point. Um, so then you get back on and you basically spit in Jay-Z face, you know, like he didn't help you get back to where you needed to be the first time. And you fumble your bag, and so now, because you hurting for money, you go back to making the type of music that you used to make because you know that's familiar to you. You know how to get a bag doing that. So it's all about the money, man. And so to me, that's just not cool. You know, because you got to think about the people that you had influence with, who that when you made your public confession, um, it drew them. And so you had that influence with those individuals, and now those same individuals got to see you come back out and make music talking about nobody. Well, Doc, he ain't even a prophet. He don't deserve that title. He ain't even a prophet. I mean, I get what you're saying, N3000, but he don't even deserve that title. But he's definitely a poser. And we see now it was just about a bag because when your bag get threatened, you go back to what you know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either, bro. It didn't move me at all because I've seen his type before that'll do that. Or either people will fall off in their record career and then they'll go over and try to do gospel. Like I've seen it 1,000 times, bro. And I've never been impressed by that. Show me your character. You see, show me you're different by how you act and how you talk. You know, there we go, level 23. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I've seen it 1,000 times, man. Somebody's career will get washed, which that wasn't the case with Kanye. He walked away from it all. That's why, you know, it was such an impact because it's like, okay, hey, he walked away from it all, and so a lot of people's like, well, maybe he is different because he's given up this type of bag to go and do this, so maybe he's different. Well, he was up until the time he lost all them endorsements. Then it was like, okay, well, wait a minute, how am I gonna eat for the next X amount of years? Now, don't get me wrong, even in his quote unquote brokenness, he's still rich according to our standards. But for the lifestyle that he lives and wants to live, and for the future of his family, he got to a point to where with his chips he felt threatened. Godmother says your who and your do should always facts. Your godmother is a wise woman, brother, and I like the way you said that. I've heard it said other ways, like your walk must match your talk, but I like how you said that. Can't say much else, so you'll start preaching. Hey, I hear you, brother. I'm right there with you. I'll do it. Azure bombs. Hey, shout out to Bats, man. I just got tagged in something on Twitter. Notice I'm purposely calling it that. I know they supposed to say it's X now, but it's Twitter to me. Man, facts, bro. Hey, real talk in 3000. Facts. It is a slept on classic. Right. It ain't never gonna be X. Exactly, Nava. Like it ain't never gonna be X. Matter of fact, I had some new promo material um, drafted up by my design artist that I'm gonna release pretty soon. And when I put my socials on there, I told him put the bluebird, buddy. It's Twitter. I won't do it. I'm telling you, palette in 3000. I will not do it. Right. It's such a broad term. It makes no sense. And see, that's the thing because he's got so much money and status, he buys the platform, and it's really an ego trip. That's what the whole thing was about. Just because I can, and I'm gonna rebrand it, and I'm gonna name it X. No, it's like old dude said on Coming to America when King Jaffe Joffer came in there and said, you know, I tried to buy your daughter off not to date my son. He said, listen, I don't care where you from. This is America, Jack. This how it's gonna go down. I know he do because the people didn't respond. Um, the people didn't respond the way that he thought they would. See, that's why he regrets it. He thought that, oh, I'm Elon Musk and I'm gonna do this, and the whole staff of Twitter gonna jump to my tune. Brother, them folks walked out on him. When he came in there and started giving them an ultimatum and stuff, they showed him. Look, we can go work for somebody else, in which they can. So yeah, he regret buying it because he can't control the folks like he thought he could. Um, I'll show you. I'll show you in 3000. Yeah, I'll inbox it to you. Okay. Yep. Jonathan Major. Okay. So, yeah, that's really a good topic of discussion. Palette. Okay. So, and I'll send it to you too, son. OG. I'll put you up on game. Um, yes, that's a loaded topic, but I know the place that it's coming from because I know you. Um, I'll say this: that's another example of fumbling the bag. Okay, Jonathan Majors had it made, and the dude can genuinely act. You know, he's one of the few actors from the new school that's really got something like that you could have seen having a bright career. I'll put it like this: Jonathan Majors was in a position to be the next Will Smith, even though Will Smith done fell off. He was in the position to be the next Will Smith in a sense that all cultures embraced him. Like, you got some actors that a certain race of people will done as their next champion because of the culture. But Jonathan Majors was one of those individuals that captured the hearts of a diverse group of people. They embraced him. All right. So he was on his way to being the next Will Smith before the fall. And when I say the fall, I'm talking about the slap of Chris Rock, because even I lost respect for Will Smith after that. Especially over Jada, because what they got going on, that's the most toxic stuff that I've ever seen in my life. Like, I never idolized them as a relationship. They were never my model couple, even before the slap. When they got to talking about that stuff to where they um, would still date other people, they're married, but they have an open relationship. I mean, they have never been the model relationship for me. Now, funny thing is a lot of people was praising that when they first went public with that kind of stuff, but then now people starting to see just how jacked up their their relationship situation is. Um, yes, now I've heard that he is a top choice, John Boyega or whatever his name is, and which I like him too. He's a good actor. Um, but he dropped the ball. I mean, he fumbled the bag. It's just no other way to look at it. Um, yeah, Lovecraft Country was dope. Um, Pretty sure his contract with Marvel is to allow him to be one and only king. Is no what? No, Now digital, that right there. No, he out of there, buddy. His con. I'm telling you, because see, Marvel, quote unquote Disney, always prepares in their negotiation with contracts, because they are such a large entity. They always write stuff up in such a way to where they'll be able to get rid of you if they want to. So he definitely doesn't have a monopoly on the role. Now, I know that, to be a fact. If they want you out of there, guess what? They're going to get you out of there. Now, here's the only thing I don't agree with, chat. This is what I got a problem with. Okay. He gets fired over being found guilty. And yes, he messed up. It was dumb. He shouldn't have did what he did. He fumbled the bag. He fumbled a lifetime opportunity. Okay. So I can't let him make it on that. All right. They shouldn't have um exactly in 3000 as I'm saying it, you typing it. Um just because of their status, we can't let them make it. Like, he shouldn't have been doing that. When you get to that level in life, you got to protect your character by all means. You got to protect your future, because you got to realize it's a privilege to be in the position that you arrived to in life. And you want to leave a legacy, okay, for your kids, because literally you're setting yourself up to have generational wealth, okay? So to fumble that type of bag, it is just ridiculous for anybody, all right? So we can't let him make it. Now, here's the only thing I have a problem with. All right, so he's found guilty on one account of harassment. All right, Marvel drops him. Okay, fine. That should be the penance. When you are in that type of a position, you got that type of credibility, you got that type of influence with the world, you have to lead by example. Boom, punish them by all means. However, this man was fired for one account of harassment. But yet, Ezra Miller, come on, man, get out of here, man. Ezra Miller, aka Flash, had multiple, and they still did his movie. They still let him be the Flash. Okay, that's what I kept saying from the beginning. I was like, take Ezra Miller and get him out of here. Okay, you done kidnapped somebody. You done went across state lines. You done robbed a place, bro. So exactly, that's what I'm getting to in 3000. It is clearly the color barrier there. He's white. Okay. So the indifference in how they let Ezra Miller make it, and how um, Jonathan Majors was treated, It needs to be a public conversation. The same way that there was awareness brought to the Actors Guild and all of that stuff when them actors was fighting for, you know, the rights to be paid and, you know, to not have AI take over. Like that needs to exposure needs to be brought to that. Like somebody that's got that same level of influence, Fran Drescher or whatever her name is, the woman that represented the the Actors Association, the Actors Guild. Now get on there and talk about that. See, because it's a thing. It's a thing, and it's ridiculous. Should Jonathan Majors be punished? Yes, by all means. Yes, he should be punished. But what I'm telling you is, Ezra Miller should have too. Now, if he's or not if he's convicted, but when he's sentenced, if he do get some jail time, man, chat, I'm telling you that needs to be a national conversation. Is how this was handled. No, and it's not. It's not. But this is what I've learned about that in 3000. Since it's not gonna change, that's why you got to tell people what you got to tell them. That's what I've learned in life. If people gonna do what they want to do anyway, you might as well tell them what you got to tell them. Since they gonna do it anyway, don't hold your tongue. So that at least you let them know, I know, you know that I know what you're doing. And see, the older I get, that's just where I'm at now. Yeah, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do, but while you doing what you want to do, I'm gonna tell you what I got to tell you. Well, you know, and here's the thing about that. It's situational and it depends. Because what they don't want to do is make a mortar out of it. They don't want to do that. And matter of fact, I've even heard Louis Farrakhan say that. He said, "Look, I know they don't like what I'm saying. They don't want me to say it. They want to shut me up, but they wouldn't dare kill me because it would start a revolution. They don't want to make a mortar out of it. So some people they won't kill because of the impact that it would have." Now you know what, the guy that did the high evolutionary, um, I know who you're talking about. I think he's African, if I'm not mistaken. Just judging based off of his name, I don't think they would give him that role though. Only because of him already having the role that he's had. I'm curious to see who they do give it to though. I'm very curious to see who they give it to. Oh yeah, he gonna get blacklisted, buddy. It's on the way. You know, his career will never be what it could have been. Now he may get some little small time roles or something from a studio that's got sympathy on him. You know, like Tyler Perry will do that kind of stuff. You know, if somebody gets blackballed or blacklisted, you know, Tyler Perry will throw him a role that they can, you know, make some money off of. But his star power and working with, you know, those type of companies, that's over. Okay, so you think that that's who gonna get the role in 3000? You really think they're gonna give it to that guy? Okay, yeah. See, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. So I'm saying that I don't think that they're gonna give the role to the guy who played the High Evolutionary, um, make him the replacement for Kane. I don't see that personally. Right? Yeah, yeah. No, they don't. They don't. And that's what it was all about. That's what it was all about, brother. Oh yeah, no, no. I'm talking about uh, what Digital Variable had asked is, will they give it to the guy that played the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the Galaxy 3? So that's who we were talking about. We wasn't talking about John Boyega. So that's why I was saying, because of him playing that role as the High Evolutionary in the MCU, I don't see them casting him as Kane. I don't see that. I think John Boyega would be a solid casting, honestly. The Star Wars guy. Now, give me an example in 3000 so I can see where you're coming from with who they've cast that was a part of the same universe as a different character. Now, I know they had Chris Evans, was Captain America, but then he was also the Human Torch, but that was a separate, two separate studios and stuff. So, I'm not talking about that. I'm meaning like in the same, because I could definitely be overlooking it. That's why I was saying I didn't think that they would take the guy that's been the High Evolutionary and make him Kang. I just don't see that happening. Agree with John B. Yeah, absolutely. He's talented enough. Exactly. The Star Wars guy, John Boyega, would be great casting as Kang. And that is one of their top choices. Like, that's who they want. So his name is definitely in the hat. Oh man, they robbed me of that one, bro. No. Yeah, voice actors don't. Yeah, I know voice actors have done it for sure. Um, but I'm saying physical actors in the same universe because I could be overlooking it. But that major of a role, like I said, I just don't see him casting the High Evolutionary guy, and I don't even know his name. I know that's sad, but I keep calling him the High Evolutionary guy. Um, but he's definitely an excellent actor. Well, are you talking about voice actors? Because I'm definitely not talking about voice actors because you can definitely get away with that. Um, but I guess I'm saying live action on screen. Who has taken on two roles as two different characters in live action within the same universe? But yeah, see, voice actors. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, you know, I'm saying if we done seen this guy branded as the High Evolutionary on live action, why would you take him and make him Kane and be able to explain it without taking the easy way out and doing this whole, well, it was a multiverse deal and he's from, universe 794 or whatever, but it just wouldn't make sense to me. But yeah, you can definitely lend a voice to any character because they're not that person visually. So that definitely makes sense. But I guess I'm just saying I've never seen them take a live action person who has been this character on screen and then in the same universe make them a totally different person. I just don't think it would make sense. Man, Chad, I didn't realize it was 9:15. Okay, so listen, I got work to do, Chad. I actually got to record a video that I'm gonna be posting and upload on my YouTube probably first thing in the morning. So definitely take a look out for that. And Damien Poitier played Thanos and Crossbones. Hmm. Um. So I mean I mean Crossbones wears a mask. I don't know. I guess I'm saying if you visually branded this face as, yeah, send me a list because Thanos and Crossbones looks totally different. So you're not visually that person. I guess is what I'm saying. If you got a mask on, yeah, nobody really saw you, if that makes sense. So you could be the person behind the mask. That's the same as a voice actor. You could be Bugs Bunny, because here's the thing: a lot of voice actors are multiple characters, um, in a lot of things, but you can change your voice and fit it with a different character the way that they look if it's an animated character. But I'm saying if I visually shown my face and been branded as this person in a live action, but yeah, send me the list. Send me the list, and I'll check it out. Um, yeah, digital. Hey, for sure, man. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, but hey, have a great night. Uh, tell you what, son, OG, I'm gonna sing you that N3000. I'm also gonna sing you that on the my design artist or whatever. So I'll send that information to you. I'm gonna look him up and then I'll send it to you. Uh, okay, but even still, Thanos like looks a certain way. Like he, I don't know. Maybe it ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is Thanos is like purple, and his the way he, so you can be made up to. But I'm saying if I brand my face, just my face now, and I'm gonna be two different people that's gonna have my face, you know, um, well, put it like this, bro. I'm so his face. Okay, I'll have to look at it, man. Send me the. I'm definitely open to looking at it. You know, um, and then we'll build around that. So yeah, send it to me. James Gunn had input on the DLC characters of Suicide Squad game. Bro, that's a whole different thing. Digital. I'll probably be here for another hour, um, trying to talk about it. Right, right. N3000. That's my point. You don't notice it because it's not. But I'm saying if Captain America, if Chris Evans was to play Tony Stark, okay, you cannot have Chris Evans looking the way he looking with his face being Captain America all those years, and all of a sudden you put him back on screen and he's Iron Man. It just don't make sense. If he's the only actor in the world, that's different. But when you got a 1,000 other actors um that's got that type of talent. It just doesn't make sense to cast. So I mean, so like I say, back to my original point, the high evolutionary guy is not going to be Kang. I'll say that. I'll stand on that. I'm willing to put money on that. He is not going to be Kang. If they take the high evolutionary actor and make him Kang after branding his face as the high evolutionary, then I'll come on here and eat grass. Okay. Um, but anyway, send me the list, bro. And like I said, I'll send you that information. Um, yeah, we own two different things. We own two different things, bro, and that's okay. You know, we on two different sides of the spectrum. But what I am banking on, and y'all all hearing me say this live on stream, okay? They will not make the high evolutionary actor Kang. He will not get recast as Kang. That's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking to it. And after they cast the character on Kang, we gonna come back on here, and I'm gonna have this same. I'm looking at the timestamp so I can save it where I was at on my post that the high evolutionary actor will not be Kang. He will not be cast as Kang. I'm betting the house on that. All right. So again, I could be proven wrong, but I'm betting the house on that. So that's what I'm saying, y'all, and I'm sticking to it because it wouldn't make sense to cast him as Kang after he was the high evolutionary. It just wouldn't. But anyway, chat, I'm getting ready to get out of here. This was good tonight, y'all. I appreciate this, everybody. Like I said, I'll send you that N3000, and then Son OG, I'll send you that. Yeah, digital. Hey, I said it. It's on the timestamp. But all right, chat, I'm getting ready to roll out. I'll catch y'all again on the next stream. Peace.